Come on, you can do those smiles. Hi.
First-time father Eric Gite is spending some quality time with 5-month-old son Oliver. Good for dad and good for mom, who's back at the house getting a much-needed nap.
I don't think she got very much sleep last night, so trying to let her have a few minutes alone.
For most parents, having a baby is cause for celebration, but it can also be a stressful time, and not just with moms. New fathers, too, can experience some form of depression after their baby's born. It's not exactly clear what causes it, but roughly 10% of new dads experience postpartum depression, and research shows it can linger for up to 6 months after the birth of a child. Fathers will also experience depression differently than mothers, says this U.S.-based psychologist.
Many times they'll experience it in what's called male masked depression. So symptoms of anger, frustration, irritability, as well as social isolation, increase in substance use.
Singley says postpartum depression in fathers has been a long overlooked public health issue.
There's so little information about it. Nobody really gets training about the father's role in the reproductive mental health process.
Yes. But in Toronto, a father's mental health program has been assessing new fathers for any early signs of depression since 2014.
Helping them understand what it is they're struggling with in that moment, providing them a lot of education, one that may help them to kind of, in some sense, normalize their experience, let them know they're not alone with this.
New dad Eric Gite says he's a little sleep deprived, but that's about it. Still, he was glad when a midwife checked up on him during one of his wife's appointments.
When Sarah had to go and do a test, the midwife would always just sort of take a minute and ask how I'm doing.
New fathers aren't usually checked for signs of depression, but in the U.S., psychologists are calling for regular screening of new and expectant fathers, hoping to detect any signs of depression. Cass Rusi, CBC News, Toronto.